Okay, now we've made our masterpiece. We have all of these tracks. We have them all together. By the way, when you start adding more tracks, it gets harder and harder to see things. I just want you to know that you can change the shape of all of these tracks very easily by taking your cursor, and when you go to the spot in between the tracks, you'll get a change of your cursor, and by dragging up, you can make it smaller. And we do that in between each one. This way we can see all of our tracks at one time. That kind of helps keep things organized for us. Okay? Now, we have one more set of steps before we make it into a CD. We have to mix, which simply means getting the levels between the three tracks in a pleasing sound. Okay, you're now going to be a mixing engineer. And we do that by adjusting the levels on each one of these tracks so that it sounds pleasing. Okay, so we'll go, I'll go somewhere in the middle here where we've already got all our music going. And again, we have to be very careful that this level doesn't get too hot. And again, if it's overloading and you're seeing that red peak happen, then we've got to turn something down. If that means that something else is too strong, then you turn that down too. Okay? So we're going to go and we're going to play a little bit here. And soul, la 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 la, heart and soul, la 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 la, la la. Notice it's overloading a little bit, so I'm going to take everything down a little bit. We'll start back where we were. Do it again. Heart and soul, la 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 la, heart and soul. Okay, now we don't have anything overloading. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a single file. We're going to go from 3 different files that are all there. Now we're going to, it's called rendering. That's kind of an ugly sound. But what we're going to do is we're going to take and tell the computer to turn this all into one single file that the CD burner can use. Okay? So let's go back to the beginning here. What we're going to do is go to File. All right? In the File menu, you'll look down and you'll see one of them says Export as a WAV. A WAV file is the type of file that we're actually going to be using to burn the CD. So what we're going to do is move our cursor down to Export as a WAV. Press that. Now what it does is it asks us save as a what? Okay, this is where we get into naming. Now, if you have 3 or 4 classes, and each class is going to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 songs, you need to start thinking about how you're going to name the songs so that when you get this list of songs, you know what to do. What I would recommend, you probably have a name for each class now with the Amazing Idols and the adventures and all that. You might want to think of naming it by class or by person or by class or person, and then the name of the song. And you can name a song by as many words as you want, but thinking about how you want them grouped together will kind of determine how you would name the song. Becky has one class that's called the Swirling Sisters, so you may for each one of their songs you may start the title of the song Swirl. And then you could call it Black Key Roll Up 1 for the first take. If you do another one later on, you could do Swirl Black Key Roll Up 2. Just something that'll help keep things organized. Or if you understand about making folders, you can make a separate music folder for each class. But make sure you name it in such a way that when you start getting 20, 30 songs in here that you can find them easily. If you just call it Song 1, Song 2, Song 3, Song 4, it'll get very confusing. So right now, since I'm not a class, I'm just going to call this Heart. Okay, this is the only song, and I'm going to call this Heart. I'm going to put it in my music directory because it's my music. I can do what I want. So I will call this Heart. All right? And then it will convert it into a WAV file. I press Save. And now what it's doing, it's just made that song into a file that's compatible with what our CD burning software can use. The beginning has been cleaned. The end has been cleaned. There's been enough time left over so that there'll be a short pause in between this song and the next song, and we'll be able to burn the CD.